name of it, but it's Greek meatballs. So what I have here is parsley, garlic, mint, and oregano. The thing about the oregano is that they use uh, dried oregano, but I'm using this. So I'm trying to make these meatball kebabs, and I don't think I have everything for the sauce, but I can do the best I can for what I have. Because I think parsley goes in the sauce, but I have a little bit of oregano and some Italian seasoning. So I also need pepper and salt. And I don't think this is a dish that has curry powder and turmeric in it. Turmeric or curry powder. No. Okay, I need some onions. I have some cracker crumbs here. Vegetable crackers. Because I surely, one egg. Okay. Gotta try to get that stove working so I could cook the meatballs. So, let me get my gloves. So I was watching Elon Musk up there, and he was talking about the Lord and his encounter with Christ, which is just fantastic. I think I get this praise. Just give the praise to God. Yeah, if that's truly Him, give the praise of God. Because you know those avatars out there. You never know when you're sitting up there. Listen to an avatar. Yes, you do. Their mouth moves fast. You might have got them better, but just give the praise to God, because I saw him up there talking about the Lord. They didn't use the whole video. They used the video when he was speaking. Okay, what I'm forgetting here is milk. Well, I don't have milk. I have cream. Hello. I am cooking Greek meatballs. I had saw, I think it was Demetrius. I think it's D. Demetrius. I will reference her down the bottom of the page when I go to do this video. So I don't have any milk, but I have cream that I get for not a savory dish, but for a, but I'm not going to add that much. Okay, that's enough. Didn't get the cream for a savory dish. I got the cream for sweet dish. Oh wow. I actually got a lot of sweetening left over. So let's go ahead and mix this. Oh Lord, I had never had meatballs with mint in it before. Mint, onion, salt and pepper, garlic, parsley, and oregano. I got it all mixed together. Here we go. And I might put more salt and pepper in it. I wasn't sure if it had cumin in it. No. Some of their dishes have cumin and coriander. But I don't think this dish do. I've been looking at Mediterranean cooking. I started looking at Greek cooking, and I saw something called, I'm going to try to make some tahini. It seems very simple. Put a little more salt, pepper in it, and try to get this stove to work. I'll just use the back end. Okay. So put a little olive oil in the pan and start making the meatballs. They're elongated. Oh, this is wrong. This is white wine vinegar. I'm gonna do it. Here's the olive oil. Now, just a little. I think I'm to make the meatballs elongated. Oh Lord, trying this Mediterranean cooking. Greek. I just got up and started wanting to cook some Greek food. See what Greece was cooking. Lord Jesus. And I started watching these videos, and a girl named, I think it's Demetrius, DD. And I started watching her cook, and I said, wow. And then I watched some other Greek cooks, but her dish. But I do all their dishes. Okay. I'm gonna start this cooking. It's pretty many meatballs here. You can make the meatballs elongated. All right, let me get a plate. Ooh. Okay, let me put the meatballs up here. As I make them, because I'm about to put them in the pan. And this is hamburger I'm using. Hi, how you doing? Oh, how you doing? That's Ruby. Wait a minute, let me get my glasses. Oh, how you doing? Turkey on TURKY on Animal Company. Oh. TURKY on Animal Company. Hi. I'm trying Mediterranean cooking. And I wanted to make these meatballs. I went out and brought the mint and everything. At first I said, well, here we go. Oh, look. Let me do this before it starts burning. Now, my Dijon mustard. I sit down and waited till it went bad. Oh. I heard that. Animal Company is on the game, and it's actually fun. All right. All right. I knew my pan was getting too hot, and I'm up there study. Turn it down some. Okay, so I'm going to let these meatballs cook. So while they're starting to cook, I have this potatoes. Okay, so what I'm going to do is mix a sauce. I think I baked the meatballs with the potatoes. Let me get rid of all the water out of here. Okay. It's going to be all right. Thank the Lord, it's going to be all right. Okay, let's see if I can clean this. Ooh, no, I better use a spatula. So, what I plan to cook is those meatballs. What I plan to cook is those meatballs. But I have to make a sauce for the potatoes. Okay, so if I remember what's in here, a lemon. I might put some Italian seasoning because I have ran out. All right, they use not this kind of mustard, but my mustard had expired. My Dijon mustard. It's expired, so hey, I won't be using that today. So I'm going to partially cook these meatballs. I think they cook them on top of the stove, and I think they don't put them, yeah, I think they put them on top of the potatoes. Okay. Yep, I can turn them without them breaking. Yeah, there you go. Ooh. Question is, am I going to make all of them? Oh, Lord, these broke. That's okay. I think they cooked them a little bit. And then put them on top of... I want to try these meatballs. I want to try them. How many am I going to cook? This is going to take time to cook, y'all. Okay, let's make this sauce. I don't have any Dijon mustard, but mustard. Come on, mustard. Alrighty. One of them add to create Dijon. This is sweetener. Olive oil. Might add a little bit more. Garlic. I forget what else they had. I have a little oregano left, but I should have wrote the recipe down. So the recipe was so simple, I could do it easily. Why, thank you. I thought the recipe was so simple, right? It was easy. But then I get up here and get absent-minded. I have some oregano. I don't have no more. I'm just going to add some, not cumin, but just some Italian seasoning to that. Well, the rest of this oregano, this is nice. I'm going to throw that in the trash. Okay. Let's mix this up. Don't look too good. Just add the lemon juice because the mustard look icky. Supposed to be a fourth a cup of lemon juice, but I'm just squeezing the lemon. Just mixing this up. You know what I forgot? If you I'm adding what I remember. And I don't have no more parsley, so hey y'all, I was just sitting up there listening to that testimony. I thought I had some parsley. Oh Lord, but I'm gonna put a little Italian seasoning in it. Just enough. Okay. Look at that, it's still lumped up. Oh, that's the garlic. Okay. I'm gonna put this over the potatoes. Table of confusion. Oh Lord. Oh shoot, I should have put these. It's alright. Okay. And put some salt and pepper on this. Now I forget if they stick the meatballs up there and put it in the oven, or they just put it in the oven like that. So I'm going to put a little water in here, and I'm going to stir this around. I think they just cooked the meatballs on top of the stove. I stop burning the meatballs, it'll come out right. Burnt that. Oh. This one just not gonna stick right. So let me get a plate. Okay. Let me put this in the oven. Oh no, let me stir first. I'm gonna stir this around. This should take about 30 minutes to cook. I don't know. Till the potatoes are done. Cook it till the potatoes are done. Put this in the oven. And let me put my glove on, finish cooking these meatballs. Let me move this over here. I turned the fire down because it really was up high. This is really a different dish, and I would love to taste these meatballs. And what they do is put them in the sandwiches, the geckos. I think that's what they call it. Yeah, what I don't use, I'm just gonna freeze. Hard to say that I'm gonna eat all of this. So I probably will freeze the meat. I'm gonna fill this pan up, and then that's gonna be it. I'm gonna wash the dishes that got dirty. Hey. I'm gonna wash the dishes that got dirty. I'm gonna taste those meatballs. Wash my hands and taste that meatball. Hey, I got enough. Do this. Wow. Elongate them. Yeah, enough for one more. I should put a cover over there. Yeah. So they can bake fry. How y'all doing today? Okay. Let's see if this is done. It tastes good. I made some oil yesterday. Hello, everyone. Hey, paper towels that they're gone. Hello, everyone. I'm getting ready to wash these dishes. Okay, quite a bit. Oh, I was going to put the top on that so they could fry bacon. There you go. And they can bake and fry all at the same time. Oh boy. Watch this thing, ladies. So what else am I making with this? I'm gonna make some fried green tomatoes. My family never ate fried green tomatoes. In fact, we ate eggplant, fried eggplant. Oh, that's exactly what my family ate. My grandma used to make fried eggplant. And I saw fried green tomatoes on TV. It was a movie called Fried Green Tomatoes. And I saw it. I said, I'm going to make that. And I made some fried green tomatoes. And man, I love them. Zucchini. Zucchini was something I ate in a restaurant when I was working in a restaurant as a waitress. They had something called fried zucchini. They had something called fried zucchini. I don't know, man. And I ate it. I'm gonna rinse this thing. And when I ate it, I liked it. And I like the fried zucchini. I like the green tomatoes. But what I really loved, I did love fried eggplant was something I grew up on. I grew up eating. So I really like eggplant. My grandma cooked it good, but people keep saying mine is greasy. I said, okay. And you know, you gotta have the water a certain temperature. There you go. Yesterday I made that rosemary oil. I want to make me some strawberry. This water. They are pretty good. Okay, let me turn them over. Oh, well, some are falling apart, but it's okay. They need to make they will make, so they will make. All right. Some of them fell apart, but it's good. A couple of them fell apart. They don't cook. Hello, hello. Thank you. I hope they come out. They taste good. I'm telling you. They taste really good. I didn't think they were going to taste like that. think they were gonna taste like that. They taste good. I think the potatoes might like take a little bit of time to cook because there you go. That water is better. That water was not good. Ooh, too hot. I'll put some cold water in it. Ooh. Okay. Hello, everyone. All right. Let me move this around. And what I'm getting ready to make is fried green tomatoes. So this way. You saw some of them purple. Yeah, some of them tore apart. But they didn't burn, thank God. Don't look like those. So I'm going to let them cook just a little while longer till it's over. Alright. These meatballs are good. I forgot if you put them on top of the potatoes and then cook them there. Potatoes might take a little bit longer to cook. So. Let me get everything ready for the fried green tomatoes. Pull this stuff away here. Oh, bye, Lemon. Okay. So I probably won't be using the chopping board. Just a paper plate. Yeah, to cut the tomatoes. And then I'm going to wash that pan out. I was cooking that way too fast. I think I already washed these tomatoes. I usually wash them, wash the fruits and vegetables and put them back into the bag. All right. So I found tomatoes. So I went in the store and looked for a green tomato. And I found one. You know, I saw a man up there online and he took a tomato from Burger King and took the seeds out and planted it in his garden. And it really grew. It grew. It grew into what you call them, beefsteak tomatoes. Okay, these should be done. They're trying apart, but they're done. I forgot that they put them on top of the potatoes. Sometimes they made this. I made this chicken dish, and this Greek chicken dish, and it was sort of like this dish, but it was. It came out really good. It didn't have any mint in it, but you can barely taste the mint. It's full apart. One thing about cooking live, you're going to have all the mistakes. And this is my first time making this dish. And I am excited. Okay. You know God is real. Hi. I'm trying Mediterranean cooking, Greek meatballs with mustard sauce. That's what I saw up there with mustard sauce. I saw tomatoes, not tomatoes, but I saw what was it with mustard sauce? Fish. And the way they made the fish, they had the way they made the fish, they put sweet potatoes in it. I said, well, I always wanted to see what savory sweet potatoes taste like. Ooh. Just like savory pumpkin. You ever had savory pumpkin before? I saw them up there making savory pumpkin. It was an Egyptian pumpkin soup. I saw that soup being made over and over again. And pumpkin and sweet potatoes taste just alike. But this was a Greek dish. It had carrots, sweet potatoes. I think it had onions and white potatoes. I said, wow. Okay, there you go. I was like, I want to try that dish. And it had the mustard sauce. You saw me get ready to make, I made a mustard sauce. It had a sauce kind of like that. And it was pretty good. Okay. I think I'm doing this right, y'all. I think she said just simply cook the potatoes on top of the stove. So, let me get some for these fried tomatoes. I'm running low on flour. Well, I can egg wash them. Yeah. I'm running really, really low on flour. I had to buy a whole bag. That's why I'm running low. I had to cook a lot of things with flour. Just didn't. And I got just a little bit left. Okay. Let me put some pepper and salt, the seasonings. some pepper. Oh yeah. And some obey. Put some lemon pepper. I like the lemony flavor. Alright. I think that's enough. Okay. Put a little bit of lemon pepper up here. Lemon pepper, tomatoes. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do the egg wash. Let me put some oil in there before it starts beeping off. Okay, let me hurry get that oil in there. That's quite enough. How you doing? How you doing? Dragon Gaming, how you doing? How you doing today? Be sure to like, subscribe, and tune in. Okay, so I got my little lemon pepper up here. I was gonna egg wash them. Get some in the pan. Before that smoke alarm go off again. Alrighty. They're not covered good, but oh, that's not even hot. Look how cold that oil is. So let me make some I don't feel like dealing with a whole lot of dishes. And if I don't wash them, I'm going to be dealing with a whole lot of dishes. Yeah, let me put a second one in there while I egg wash the rest. Or put some. I'll do the eggs. Sometimes I'm ready for this, but most of the time I figured out what I'm gonna make, then to go back and make something I didn't figure out I was gonna make. Yeah, scrub this floor. We did scrub. So I'm gonna do egg wash. And frozen eggs. And put some lemon pepper in here. Alrighty now. Supposed to mix it with milk and some Italian seasoning. You're supposed to mix egg wash with milk. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. What am I mixing this egg wash with? water. So I mix this with water. Hey, I need to get my paper towels down. All right. Okay, I better get something to put this in. I made some, I think I'm gonna get here just do a whole fried thing. I made some, what you call them sticks? Some mozzarella sticks, cheese sticks. Yes, I did. From scratch. Because I remember learning that when I was younger. And, I had never made them outside of the restaurant. It's not that they're hard to make. You have to, yeah, you have to freeze them before you cook them. Before you cook them, I froze them. Before I cooked them. Because when I was younger and worked in a restaurant, I smell the mustard. I should have tasted sauce. I tasted before. I made it on something. I didn't make it up here where people could see it, but I made it for something. Alrighty. These ones aren't going to be coated like those are. There you go. I'm going to have to turn that just a little higher. Because it don't seem to be cooking, getting hot enough. And I need some hot oil. Oh, there you go. I couldn't even see what I was doing. I can't see. Oh, Lord. So I'm putting them in egg wash. And then, because you can't seem to see what I'm doing. I had to turn the eye out. In egg wash. Then I'm putting them in the flour. See, it will be a second step, dipping them in cracker meal. But I'm just doing it once. And if the grease is hot enough, they won't be tasting greasy. Okay, the potatoes are cooking. They're supposed to be like boiled potatoes. And you put the sauce on top of the meatball and or meat log. It's a meat log, y'all. Be sure to like and subscribe. It's a meat log. There you go. Now they're more harder. And with the grease cooking hotter, I don't have to worry about greasy tomatoes. Because they have to cook fast. Mm. So I'm gonna look him up. I'm gonna look up Elon Musk and see if he really said that. But he gave this great testimony. And make sure it's not an avatar. But he gave this great testimony about the Lord and him having a conversation with Christ. And everybody, you know that thing is in space. You don't know what it is. I don't know how true this is because I heard reports that it was nuclear. The center of it was. Oh, Lord. It's not coming here. Just pray, you know. But it's not coming here. Antimatter. Every time I think about antimatter, I think about wormholes. Every time I think about wormholes, I think about fallen angels. They ought to look repulsive to us. They're not to look beautiful. They don't have any human flesh. They have flesh. It's look at here. Their flesh don't match us. They ought to look repulsive to us. We're not to like them. We're not to accept them. Okay, I'm almost finished this. Yeah, we're not to accept them. Those evil angels, yes. You have a lot of people born on this earth with birth defects, but they're not what you call the people that are repulsive, that we're not to like. They're the ones we are to accept. But the ones they keep putting up there, we accept people who are human. That's what we are to accept. People who are human. Only you, yeah, not them. That's one thing about antimatter. Lord, I never thought about it until I went missing. Antimatter. It is antichrist, antimatter. Look at that. That's burning. Better put something there or it's gonna be burnt. And that thing gonna go off again. Oh Lord. Yeah. We're not to accept them. It's not each other we're not to accept because we're all human beings. It's them we're not to accept. They don't look like us. They're made to be repulsive. Except the people with birth defects. They are made to be repulsive. They are made for us to say, I remember they brought a teeny one of them. a little teeny one that somebody had shrunk in the past. They brought him over there to, I was mental. He was a little teeny one. And at first said, I want to go see it. I want to go see it. See him. Whatever it is. Yeah. And their hit was like showcasing it. And it was downtown Hampton at the Aerospace Center, downtown Hampton. And they were showcasing it. And, you know, I won't wrap too tight. I don't want to go near them. They send out signals and transmissions. So I looked on the archives. And the archives had them up there, but not up there, up there. They were in the background. Lord have mercy. I thought I was going to go crazy just for clicking. I hurried up and clicked off. Yeah. It was recorded. I don't know what they do. They're angels. They're ex-angels. They're full-grown humans. They're different. They call them watchers. They were sent here to look over us. And I read the book of, what was it? It was Enoch. Oh my God. I got it right here. But the book of Noah Daddy. And Noah Daddy wasn't no giant. He was preserved. Yeah, I believe that. And I read it and I was like, well, they were sent here to watch over us, to keep us and protect us from Satan. And they ran with the devil. They saw women, instead of asking God to give them a wife and make them somebody like Eve, they started, you know, doing things. But listen, the story my mama told me was that they took rejected women like me, and women who had been rejected by other people, and the tribe in the beginning will give them those women. But I believe God made a way for them to escape in the beginning. Oh, look, it's burning. It's not going to work no more. Let me put this over here. The stuff is burning over here. And I'm just going to let this cook and cut it off before that thing starts beeping. So the tribe and what the legend is in my family gave them rejected women. Women they just didn't like. Women they didn't want there. Women who the village didn't like. And yeah, this is getting ready to burn, so I got to get this out of here. Women they just didn't like, they gave them those women. Okay. Let me get this before it starts going off. Women the village didn't like, rejected women. And when I read the book of Enoch, or Noah Daddy, it was really different. Like, Earth was really peaceful. They had that incident with Cain. They had that incident with Cain. And they had Earth full of jealousy. And so Earth was really peaceful. When you read it, right? Earth was really peaceful, really quiet. A lot of things they didn't do until they plotted to start taking their women. Instead of them going to God and asking Him for women. And women their own age, with their own knowledge and the power of a grown human being. Right. I think this is right now. They were like assigned to this planet. And what I was told about them is that, oh no, they're not even done. Look, I thought they were done by now. So I know, I'm putting them right back. What I was taught about them was, oh Lord, that stove. Oven, it's sometime the oven. What I was told about them was that they took the rejected. They started off like that. The women, at first I was thinking I was a little girl because they did a lot of sacrificing of women in Rome. And women was always a sacrifice with the Native Americans and everybody. A 16-year-old girl. And so I thought that what they probably did, I thought they did was, let me taste one of those tomatoes. I thought they got the women that was on the altar that they had put out to be sacrificed, and they wouldn't get them, you know, and took them and all that stuff. Y'all, the potatoes aren't done. And that's what I thought. But that's not what happened. Please bless us, Lord. I thank you for it. They didn't have no sacrifice of women back then. They had no sacrifice of children. Let's say this. They had women they were not married to anybody. Girls they didn't like. Let's go. I wish I had some of that one. Such a ziti I made. I chew too fast. I wish I had some of that. So, excuse me. That's what I was taught about them. Every village has a story. And that was a village story that my grandmama carried. But with her, you never knew because she had Alzheimer's. Those potatoes should be done by now. My stove must not be working right. Peace and blessings. Yeah. That's the story told by my grandma about them. And my mom. They both told that story about them. They said, yeah. And finally the people, the Bible said the people went unrighteous. Excuse me. The Bible said the people went unrighteous. But The Bible said people were unrighteous. And my mama's village story, my grandma's village story, was that you fell in love with the colorful angels. And it went from give them that girl right there, that rejected girl, because we not marrying her to nobody and all that kind of stuff, to we want our children over there. We want colorful children. We want our kids different colors. That's not Bible, right? That's a village story. They fell in love with the angels because they were colorful. And they started giving them their daughters. And of course they became rapist. Yeah, it was like that too. They started giving them their daughters. And went along with what was going on. I guess each not family was protected by God. I guess if they were. And he was the one that was Lord did it. And so I didn't read it all the way through. I got to the part where they were locked on stars. The evil angels. That God locked them in stars. But I didn't know all that they did. I found out from reading the book of Enoch. Yeah, reading some of it. Locked on stars. That really terrified me. I should eat this burnt one. This burnt looking one. Yeah. Locked in Stars really terrified me. And I had stopped reading it. But I'm going to go back to reading it when I get to that part. I got terrified. And it was getting hard to read. The Essenes. Yeah, they call them the Essenes. Because they kept saying one of them was forgiven. And because I didn't read the whole book, I don't know who that was. But they kept saying one of them was forgiven. And I have to go back and read it. I got the Canaan Bible. I don't know what you call it. Canaan Bible before, but I got it. And I read the Dead Sea Scrolls before it was interpreted. To what they said it means. I read the book of Thomas. I was reading Mary Magdalene. It said they found the book of Mary Magdalene. So I was trying to read that too. But I had read the book of Thomas when I was younger. And I remember that it had stories of Jesus in it. And Jesus in his childhood. Then when I read the other book of Thomas, their interpretation, it's like they cut all that out. I should have brought the book down. Well, I didn't. Why in the world are these potatoes taking so long to cook? I didn't, right? And I don't know why I didn't buy that book then. The Book of Thomas. Now, hard to find the book, the way it was written. It had stuff in it about the life of Jesus. And Nicodemus was one of Jesus' teachers. In that book, I think that was him. But in the end book, he was talking to a woman, Mary Magdalene, a woman, and Thomas asked him, "Why are you talking to that woman? She is lower than a dog." He said that just like that. She's lower than an animal. She's lower than a dog. Yeah, and I remember that. And you know, people call Mary Magdalene and them a lot of names back then. Well, throughout time, women would just call one name. They would value their wives by some after they married them and fell in love with them. Throughout time, women, out of order, was called one name. Let me see something. Oh, woman was called one name. Oh, hi. Over 50 and fabulous. How you doing? Oh, yeah, I'm talking about fallen angels being with human women. Yeah, yeah. Oh, thank you. I was making this Greek dish, right? And what happened was, I was making this Greek dish, and the potatoes not done. And they've been cooking for almost 30 minutes. My oven. But I did manage to fry the tomatoes and make those meatballs, some Greek meatballs. And so I'm trying to wait for the potatoes to get done. And I don't know how long that's going to take. Y'all be sure to join Over 50 and Fabulous. I remember one time I was looking for you online and I couldn't find you. But I'm glad to hear from you. Tomatoes taking so long, I just went on and ate me a green. I'm not tomatoes, but potatoes. They're taking so long. I went on and ate me a green fried tomato. I ate two already. Yeah, I was talking about them. They talking about them. And we're to find them repulsive. You know, we are really to find them repulsive. And, you know, humans with disabilities and all that, they're not repulsive. Those things are. I know I don't want to be near one of them. Like I said, I went over there to the archives. And they had some kind of recording from their facility where I heard they were being held, right? They keep saying they held there, but don't nobody really know. And I just sit up there and there was nothing. But there was something. There was them in the background. I said, Lord have mercy, Jesus. I believe they came from antimatter. I believe when they exploded those bombs, those nuclear bombs, they opened wormholes for them to come through. I heard that. I believe it. I think it. Or they went to the caves and saw them and woke them up. Or they were buried in some cave. They brought one of them real teeny. They had been shrunken. They brought him to Hampton. And that was many years ago for us to see him. But I wanted to go, but I didn't go. One of the little shrunken ones. They found in the cave. I said, yeah. Yeah, they brought him. And he was growing like an inch a year or something like that. Somebody shrunk him. And they talking about him. It's here him go. They were saying that rock was them. Burning in the core and nuclear material. But you know, people speculate. They talk their theory, just like I'm talking mine now. And I just don't believe that rock gonna hit here. We're saying we're gonna end on September 23rd. I said something they typed in there to throw us off. These avatars nowadays, it's a shame before God. I was looking online and they were talking about this church where they typed the sermon in through an avatar. I said, what? They typed the sermon in through an avatar. And they were talking about it. And then somebody, he wanted to show an example of what they're doing. And so he made one. And he was showing how the preacher wasn't real. Man, I can't see that because you can hear the scriptures being read, already written. But I just don't see that. Too many real people need real people to talk about Christ. But I was telling the story that I was taught about them, the Essenes, the fallen angels, that they took the rejected women. You know, the women that were hated and rejected. And at first, I thought they took the women that was being sacrificed. But they didn't have any sacrifice. They didn't do that. Earth didn't do that. And so just the women that they just talked about in the village and didn't want married to people and just that. And, you know, marrying them to one of them, getting rid of them. And then, you know, I was taught they got used to them. And, you know, this is not in the Bible. And they loved their colors. They were all kinds of colors. They color heaven and flowers and to us, but we're probably colors, you know, beautiful colors too. As human beings, we're probably beautiful colors too to them. And so they loved their colors. And they wanted the colors incorporated into them. So he went to the preacher, said, you want the colors incorporated into you. And so he held up a stick and told them to walk under it. This is stuff, this village story child. Held the stick up and told them to walk under the stick. And they walked under the stick. And then he said, the colors are in you. Green, blue. Because the whole planet was supposed to be brown, dark brown to light brown. Or Caucasian brown. Yeah, dark brown to Caucasian brown. This is what I was taught. The whole planet was supposed to be brown, brown eyes, brown hair, all that, and the browns, all the colors of brown. And then they wanted those colors in them so bad that they were giving them, at first they were giving them the hated children and the hated people of the village. Then they started giving them their loved children. Because they wanted to see green, they wanted to see blue, they wanted to see purple, they wanted to see yellow and orange or whatever color they were. They wanted to see those colors in their children. Now this is what I was told about them and told about man, but this is not Bible. And they wanted to see the colors in them so bad that they got corrupt. And so, they did not live to see none of those colors coming out of their children. I don't believe they did. I don't think they saw those colors. I don't think if the colors was real, they didn't see no changes. Whatever changes they wanted, they didn't see it. They ain't changed. They just kept on until Noah came. And then they just, and God just destroyed the earth. But, that was something I was taught, right? That was a traditional story told by my grandma and my mama. They both told the same story. So that was just something I was taught. Yeah. The Essenes. That's what they call them. But those great things, if they're real with the big eyes and no nostrils and little mouth and maybe little ears, if they're not wrapped in human flesh, those are who we are supposed to be repulsive of, right? Repulsed by. Yeah, but when they see him, they're going to, let's see if this stuff is done. Because these potatoes have been cooking for over an hour. Dang. I barely got any sauce left. Look at the sauce. Let me move this plate. It is still hard. Look. They are still hard. I'm taking all this stuff on top of the stove. Okay, people. Alright, some of them are soft. Let's go ahead and try to serve this. Let me try to find some soft potatoes. Find one of those meatballs. Yeah, those meatballs are good. Okay. Let me see if I can find a soft one. And I'm going to put some of these tomatoes up here, because I'm going to eat one again. And a meatball. And let me see if I can find a soft one that's not soft. What I probably will do is put them back in the oven. And no, I can't because there's no sauce. Alright, this one is soft. Or kind of soft. All these are hard meatballs, hard potatoes, hard something. They all. Well, anyway, let me push this aside because I can taste this. Okay. Ready for the taste test. I already tasted it, but hey. Let's give this a eat. Let's taste this potato and the mustard sauce. It's pretty good, but you're supposed to take the mustard sauce and pour it on top of the meatball. Child, I know I don't want to be near them. Oh, what's that? Oh. I know I don't want to be near them. I don't want to be near no seams. See, it didn't cook. It has cooked down, and the potatoes aren't done. I should have wrapped it up because the potatoes supposed to be done. See what it tastes like. Mmm. That mustard sauce is good. Hey. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Over 50 and Fabulous. Be sure to join Over 50 and Fabulous. And thank you. Thank you. All right, y'all. I'm talking about the seams and seams, the angels, the fallen angels. I want to thank you for stopping by. Um, I probably will cook those potatoes a little longer. Oh, thank you, Over 50 and Fabulous. Thank you. Thank you for the $1.99. Thank you for contributing. Thank you. Thank you. Like, subscribe, and tune in. And join Over 50 and Fabulous. You too. You have a wonderful weekend. Thank you. Bye-bye.